everyone. This will be the first of a new series that we're very excited about. We're calling them Featured Member Webcasts. This is an opportunity for member organizations of TA Tech that participate at the gold level to come on and talk about how their organization addresses a specific challenge that either the industry faces or that employers face right now. And I'm very excited to welcome Tatiana now in our first iteration of the Featured Member Webcast. Tatiana, welcome. I know you bring a wealth of sales experience and industry experience to the call, so please give us your insights, and I'll talk to you again at the end of your presentation.
Hi everyone. Hi Pete. Happy to be here today. Thank you for the invitation. Yeah, I'm very happy to share what we see from Drupal perspective, because frankly speaking, I'm for a very long period in this industry and also with Drupal. And today I'm here to share some insights and just what we see from our perspective, because Drupal has a super big coverage of 66 countries, and as I mentioned, for a long period in this industry, almost 15 years. So that's why taking all this into account, I would like to talk about the things that I see that is really interesting and important nowadays for our industry. It cannot sound like super exciting, but the topic is job ads, and here is the thing that job ads become one of the most underestimated performance drivers in the hiring process. And I believe that many companies today are not struggling with the problem because there is like lack of candidates, lack of talents in the market, but they are struggling because their vacancies simply don't work anymore. And in fact, many job ads today are almost invisible, and that's what we see in absolutely different countries in different segments of in job industry. And it happens not because the job opportunity is bad, and not because candidates are not interested in these jobs, but because the job ads are often written in language that neither candidates nor platform can fully understand. And that's a really huge shift that happened like during even like 1 year, I think, or a couple years, but not more. Because for years, recruiters wrote job ads primarily for people. And the goal was super simple, to make beautiful job description, add some employer branding, and publish the vacancy. And today it doesn't work anymore like in this simple way, because uh, now these job ads, they are written not only for humans, because you're writing the job ads simultaneously for candidates, for job boards, for different search engines, and some recommendations engines, and increasingly for different AI systems, AI tools. And we understand that all these systems, they see and interpret information in a very, very different way. So this means that writing job ads today in 2026 is no longer just a communication task. It's a question of infrastructure, and it will be, I think, very interesting for all our guests today. To know that we at Drupal, we have done a very interesting survey of employers. We asked almost 1,000 job seekers in European countries, like about what makes them, what attracts them to stay on vacancy, and what makes them leave. And the results were just fascinating, because people told us that they leave job ads when descriptions are bad, they leave when requirements look unrealistic. They leave when salary information is missing, and they leave when the process feels unnecessarily complicated. So, and it's also interesting that candidates weren't saying like something, I don't like this job ad. Yeah, but they really was saying that I can't understand if if this job opportunity is actually for me. Yeah, because there are so much information, there are so much different requirements, so it's really even hard to understand if somebody can really suit to this very job. So and this changes the conversation between job seeker and future employer, like completely. Yeah, because there is we are not talking anymore just about attraction, yeah, how to attract a job seeker to your job ad, but we are talking about clarity, and candidates want very simple and practical information, like the answers for the next questions. Yeah, like what exactly I will do here. Yeah, what are the working conditions? What compensation I'll have, like salary, etc., etc. What skills I actually need to be successful in this role. Yeah, and it's interesting that not only people, like not only humans, but also platforms are looking for exactly the same thing, yeah, to make all these algorithms working good with the job ads. So they need very clear and structured information in your job description, and that's why there is where the idea of skills first job postings becomes extremely important. And here I also would like to highlight that this term skills first is often misunderstood, because many people assume it simply means like adding more and more and more skills and more requirements to the section, and it works like on both sides. Yeah, and from job seekers, like I'll add absolutely everything into my CV just to make sure that some AI tools for sure will find my CV, and I'll receive an answer for this position. And at the same time, it can work from the employer side. Yeah, like let's add absolutely everything we need to find like the best candidates for our open position. But it works absolutely like vice versa, because skills first is not about adding more information, but it's about to organize your information in the right way, yeah, to organize it better. And good skills first job answers like only three questions very clearly. Like the first question is what will this person actually do? Yeah, like for what kind of tasks you need a job seeker. Yeah, the second question is about skills, like what skills are really necessary. Yeah, what kind of skills the person has to need to have to be to make this job really successfully. And the third question is which requirements are truly essential and which are simply like nice to have. Yeah, because now I'm sure that absolutely everyone has experience with such jobs, like where it's like super long list and you just can't understand which one like really must have and what is like it's good if you have, it's quite good bonus. So that's why this distinction matters a lot. And because one of the biggest mistakes companies make is like creating endless wish lists. Frankly speaking, it was also my mistake when I just started to hire people to my team. I also wanted to add absolutely everything, but then I realized that it doesn't work in this way. And now it doesn't work also because lots of AI tools, they will just they will never see this jobs. Yeah, they will just ignore such jobs because there are no right candidate for such position. Yeah, I'm sure that all of you see those vacancies, and it happens quite often. Something like, yeah, like 10 years of experience, 5 different tools you need to use, then really project management skills, leadership skills, skills of data analysis, stakeholder management, perfect communication skills for sure, yeah, for apps almost all jobs, then industry expertise, etc., 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 etc. And then somehow it's still postponed as a, like junior position. So when candidates see such a super long lists of requirements and expectations from the employer side, the uncertainty immediately appears. Yeah, and that's why there is almost never a conversation between job seeker and potential employers happen. Yeah, so the strongest job ads, they work in absolutely different way. Yeah, they prioritize. Yeah, that's why they highlight what is really must have, what's important. They separate these must haves from nice to haves. They clearly define what success in this role actually looks like. Yeah, and what this person have to do. Another major issue we see is the use of vague language, like phrases like strong communication skills and analytical mindset. Yeah, they don't mean very much for the people, and moreover, different hiring managers can also understand it in the right way. So instead of this, companies should describe the observable behavior of the job seeker, like you present project updates to clients every week, yeah, or you have to analyze campaign performance with these and these and these tools, yeah, like that's why you need to have some experience working with these very tools. In this way, the candidate can visualize the work, and that's why people can imagine themselves doing this very job, and it means that much more likely this person will apply. Yeah, when it's really very clear what kind of job we are talking about, what the tasks people have to do, etc., etc. So and absolutely all these rules work also this way with the job titles. Yeah, companies still love creative titles. I'm also sure that everyone of you had such experience. Now, what I'm talking about, for example, we are talking about like sales rock star, yeah, or a developer guru or marketing hero. And the problem here is super simple. Yeah, candidates don't search for such roles. And sure, seeing, I'm not sure, maybe there is some kind of new startup, but I think that also AI tool, they also can't match the sales rock star with senior sales development manager, yeah, with 5 years of experience or something like that. So that's why titles like senior sales manager sounds much more stronger, yeah, and sends much more stronger signals, and to human, and also to all these AI tools, or even to job boards that also can use some AI tools inside of it. So stronger signals lead to much better visibility, and sure seeing to better results, better matching. So ultimately, this is the biggest mindset shift organization need to make today, because as I mentioned in the very beginning, now it doesn't work the way it worked like 5 or 10 years ago, yeah, when we just had to be oriented on people, yeah, and to be sure that they can find our job, understand our job description, etc., etc. Now we have to make strong orientation for all these tools, and also for people, for still searching for job ads manually. So job ads should be not treated as some kind of administrative task, or formality, because high performing teams treat job ads as performance assets. They test them different variants of also job ads, different job titles. They optimize them, they refine some wording, adding some different priorities, etc., and then they analyze the conversion rate of each test they run, because they understand that the job ad is just the first conversion point in the whole hiring funnel. And the job ad, in case the job ad performs poorly, everything that follows them becomes much more expensive. What I mean, more irrelevant applicants. In case you have job title, as I mentioned, sales rockstar, sure thing, you'll receive lots of candidates, lots of applications that are don't suit you. Then it will lead to more recruiter workload, and then you'll also see that maybe I need to hire more recruitment managers to work with all these applications I receive. Then you'll receive lower hiring quality, because you'll see, okay, I have 20 candidates, they are all not okay with my expectations, but still I have to hire somebody because we have lots of tasks. Then sure thing, longer time to fill. And that's what we see today, that lots of talents in the market, lots of open roles, and these longer time to fill, it's also one of the super popular problem that all employers see, and that's why to have really good approach in making job ad and working with testing of different, as I told, and job titles, and also wording of job description is super important. So one idea I would like our listeners and guests to remember from our today's conversation is this, that in modern hiring, companies that won't be necessarily the ones with the most creative job ads, but they will be the ones with the clearest job ads, because clarity is what candidates really trust. And clarity is what platforms really understand. The clarity is what ultimately drives better hiring outcomes. So as I mentioned, it's important absolutely for everyone, and for human and for job boards, recruiters, all AI tools, etc. So hopefully it will help to everyone, and for job seekers, and sure thing for everyone who works in our industry with job ads, because absolutely everything we talked today here, we also work with our customers, and we make some kind of also educational work, because when we make some kind of surveys I mentioned today, we also share this information, and we highlight what is important today, why it's so important to go into this skill first approach. And we at Jubal also work with it very deeply, because we believe that in all these huge streams of information from both sides, it's really important to focus on the most important things, and work with this clarity, with prioritizations, is what can help and what will lead to good performance. Thank you for all listeners, all guests of today. Hopefully it will be useful for you.
Thank you, Tatiana. I love the focus on clarity at the end and on treating job postings as performance assets. I think that's, keeping them within the context of driving revenue is critical. So thank you for that insight. I want to say thank you to you for being here, Tatiana. For those of you listening or who will view this after the fact, you can see Tatiana in Amsterdam at TA Tech Europe coming up in September. Continue the conversation with her. We hope to see all of you that are watching this there in Amsterdam as well. And if you or your organization is interested in being featured for your innovation or your leadership in this space, or for your leadership in addressing a specific industry challenge, please reach out to me, Pete at tatech.org. We'd be happy to talk to you about being on our channel or about on stage at one of our events if it's appropriate. So thank you again, Tatiana, and thank you all for being here. And we will see you again next week on TA Tech Live.